Okay, so I'm kind of trying to run from this thing that's thundering at me coming in the horizon. So here's the refill. Just kind of, you know, have the engine warm and then run it for just a few seconds, 30 seconds before you shut it off, or shut it off to get oil pressure and oil around the engine when you drain it. And then also leave like this open when you drain it. But what you need is 32, but like I could only find 1 5/16", which is, I guess 1 1/4 also works. I kind of just shoved an old rag in there and that did the trick. It doesn't need to be that super tight because it's not a bolt that's under a tremendous amount of torque to remove the cap. So you need also a 13 and a 19. So I got my 19 will loosen up this drain plug that's right here, so you can drain that off into this big pan. And while it's draining, well, first of all, you're going to have to remove all these Torx bolts that are holding on, attaching the that skid plate from the bottom. Sorry if I'm making you sick here, but the way I did this, which was smarter than what I guess the dealer did was, okay, so there's a wiring harness that's usually in the way. Move this thing back now. So this wiring harness, in the wisdom of Volkswagen, it's completely in the way. And actually this little clip goes in here. There, so you just gently pull that off. I gently disconnected this thing, which entailed pushing down on this little clip and unplugging it. And then what I did is there's like kind of a wire holder, and this, you can pull this out and slip this wire off. And with it unclipped, I pushed it and just tucked it up above the fan, which meant this was completely clean. I didn't get any oil drippings on any part of the wiring harness this way. So the way this works, you drain this first over here, and then after that's drained off, then you can take this 13mm bolt out of here. There's a little tiny O-ring that you change. It comes with the filter. At least it did on my Wix filter that I got. And then this is a 32/1 1/4 about. And I used a 1 5/16 with a rag stuffed in there. And this whole thing spins off. It spins out. There's a cartridge. It's only one directional. Change the cartridge. Change the big O-ring on here. Reinsert your new O-ring on your sub drain, which that's pretty cool. Audi doesn't have that, but my Audi has the drain on top of the motor, so that's a big improvement, I think. So it's pretty straightforward. You know, those are the only real tricks that I could find. You know, and little tips there. This is a 2015 Dieselgate TDI diesel, 2.0 liter turbo, high pressure diesel, what they call the Gen 3. So anyhow, that's how you can do an oil change at home. You want to also, I jacked it up in the air and supported it. Never trust any jack, factory or otherwise. Also set the park brake. Put a jack stand there. You don't need to get your head crushed. You know, in your family's life. Anyhow, so the big thing is just plug it back in. I'm going to clean. There's a little bit of oil from the dealer changing this last time, and they also didn't have that center thing tightened all the way. It looked like it was dripping out there a little bit. Sorry to trash the dealer or whatever, but that's what I found. Who knows where the oil was actually changed. It was marked changed in Anyhow, I'm gonna put that in. You reset the service indicator on the, this is premium. You reset the service indicator by, it's like you hold down the 0 mileage resetter with the engine off, and then with that off, then you turn the engine on. Oh, here comes the rain. Feeling I better get rolling here. Anyhow, hope that helps.